Take a comfortable seat. Roll the shoulders up and away from the ears. Keeping the chest lifted, or just drop the nose a bit toward the floor, eyes closed or soft. Tuning in to how is the organism this evening. Opening up to what is right now in the body. And also to what might we want to change over the course of practice. Using the breath as a tool to get a little deeper into the body. Noticing the senses of the body, things that you can hear in the room around you, or maybe within the body. Noticing if there's a sense of taste. And with the eyes soft, maybe noticing what comes to the vision. And along with the vision is also the third eye reception, noticing if there is imagery or internal sight that is making itself present. And also the sense of touch, opening your awareness to things that you can feel through touch. And the internal touch sensation may be things that you can feel physically moving in the body. Or perhaps causing pain. Trying to stay connected with all of the senses at the same time. Seeing if you can be aware of the whole experience right now. Coming back to the breath, we'll take a couple of deep inhales, long exhales. And on your next inhale, slowly open the eyes and come back into the space. All right, let's take the left hand down, the right hand up and over, a bit of a side bend. And we'll inhale up and over to the other side. Inhale and back up to center. We'll take both hands back by the hips, drawing the shoulders together and down, and lifting the chest up toward the ceiling or maybe into a back bend. Inhale, come on, back up. Interlace the fingers, take the palms forward, elbows straight up and over the head. Starting to push the ceiling away from the floor, side bodies lengthening. When we release the hands, we're going to take a turn over to the left. So I'm going to drop the hands down and twist around the spine. And coming back to center, we're going to interlace in the opposite direction, other way on the fingers. And press the hands forward, up and over the head. And then we'll release and turn to the right. And we'll inhale back to center. All right, let's come into our long Baddha Konasana using our blocks as support. So finding a place that allows you to take your forehead onto your support in a comfortable way, so that you still have a sensation of stretch somewhere in the hips or the thighs. You want to find a place that we can feel something, but it is quiet enough that we can soften the body, but still staying present in the mind. If you find that the mind is drifting away, try to use those senses within the body: sight, sound, touch, taste, in order to stay present in the moment. And on next inhale, we'll come on up. And set your blocks aside. And I'm going to draw the knees up. Have your hands back behind for support with the knees bent, feet on the floor. I'm just going to rock the knees from one side to the other. And then coming back to center, let's come up into a downward facing dog. Just kind of feeling out the down dog. Starting to take the heels toward the floor. And then we'll come forward into either plank pose or half plank pose of your choice. Knees up or knees down. Shoulders over the hands either way. Just breathing here. And then elbows in. Let's lower all the way down onto the floor. And let's come up for Sphinx pose. So we're going to bring the elbows under the shoulders and the hands and forearms on the floor. Draw the shoulder blades down, the back, tailbone down. Start to lift the head and the chest up toward the ceiling. If you want a little more here, you could bend your knees, starting to take your feet up toward the ceiling. And release the feet. We'll bring the hands back by the shoulders, abdominals in half plank or full plank pose. And then we're going to take the hips back to the heels, and we're going to work our way into supported child's pose. So you can grab a hold of the bolster. So supported child's pose, the bolsters between the knees or the thighs, and the head and the belly are comfortably supported. Again, finding that place where you can just soften but still stay present. And I'll pick up just the head and turn, look the other way. And on inhale, we'll come on up. You can set your bolster aside. I'm going to come into a hands and knees position. I'm going to kick the right foot back, pressing through your heel on the right side, and then lift that foot in line with your hips and shoulders, trying to keep the back straight. And let's reach that left hand forward, extending the arm by the ear to have balance here. Bringing the knee and the hand back down, and we'll come to the other side, pressing first through your left heel. Nice and straight leg. We'll lift that leg in line with the hips and shoulders. And then the right arm can extend by the ear. We'll bring the hand and the knee back down. I'm going to take the knees wide. I'm going to try to tuck your toes under. You're going to walk your hands back towards your knees and come up for a balancing squat. So you can separate your feet as much as you want here. Heels start to move toward the floor. And so the feet shouldn't be touching each other. I'm kind of going for, yeah, you can separate as much as you want. Heels start to go toward the floor. The knees may come up towards your shoulders. And I'm going to start to lift up here. See if you can bring the hands together at the heart. Balancing squat. So try and keep lifting up at the head. Finding a sense of dropping down between the feet with the hips. The knees starting to work toward the shoulders. And we'll bring the hands back down onto the floor. And we'll walk them forward into a downward facing dog. And let's step the right foot forward for a warrior one. Nice big step. And then a downward facing dog. Step back. Let's flow forward into either plank pose or half plank pose. Elbows in, we'll lower all the way down to the floor and then inhale into just cobra pose here, tailbone down. And exhale, we'll lower back down to the floor and come all the way back to a downward facing dog. And let's step the other foot forward, left foot forward, warrior one on this side. And a downward facing dog. And then we'll walk the feet and hands toward each other, Uttanasana, standing forward bend. And then we'll bend the knees, bringing the knees back down to the mat. We're going to come down for a reclined Baddha Konasana. So sit on the floor with our bolster behind. And an option if you want something under the knees. So soles of the feet will be together. Knees will be dropping up to the side. And then you're gonna lie back over the bolsters, a little bit of a back bend in the lower back. You don't want to strain the neck, so if you need extra support under the head, you could do that. Arms anywhere that feels good, and the whole body softening, allowing the whole front line of the body to open and lengthen. Noticing if the mind has drifted away, and if it has, coming back to the present. And on your next inhale, slowly work your way up. I'm going to turn the bolster sideways and have a blanket for your head. So we're going to fold the blanket over and have it on the other side of the bolster. So we're going to take this back bend a little bit higher in the back, so more in the mid back, upper back, and a little bit on the neck. So as we come on back here, we can let the head drop down, but we're not going to go so far that it's just hanging in space. So there's something under the head for some necks, for some heads and neck support. We really want the arch to be a little bit higher than it was before. So we're going for across the center of the chest. You might feel a lengthening and stretching in the belly. Again, arms can be anywhere, legs can be straight. And on your next inhale, I'm going to come on up. Yeah, being kind to the back as you come on up. All right, we're going to have a bolster close by and a strap close by. I'm going to come down onto your back, all the way onto the floor. And let's just start by pulling the knees in toward the shoulders. So like grab a hold of the knees or the shins, starting to squeeze in. And then separate the knees and kick the feet up for a happy baby pose. So grab a hold of the feet or the ankles or shins. Then we'll release the feet back down to the floor. We're going to come into a supported bridge pose using your bolster. And have that strap close. So I'm going to start here by pushing into the feet, lift the hips, move your bolster under, and sending the hips back down, tops the shoulders down toward the floor. Supported bridge pose. And then from here, I'm going to use your strap and take the strap around your feet. So kick your feet up toward the ceiling and using your strap here around the feet. And from here, you should be able to pull on the strap and start to take your feet over your head. So the lower back will round here, that's okay. Just allowing the gravity to help out. The thighs may come onto the belly. And then bring the feet straight back up toward the ceiling again. I'm going to keep your right foot in the strap, but release your left foot and extend the left leg down toward the floor. May not go all the way to the floor. Knees straight, just starting to get a hip flexor stretch there. And that right foot could start to come back over your head. So it might start to separate the legs a little more. And then we'll switch legs and we'll slip the left foot in the strap, releasing the right leg down toward the floor. That knee straight if you can. And starting to take your left foot maybe a little bit over the head, separating the legs. And then bring, switch sides again. Let's take the right foot into the strap. Release your left foot. And this time we're going to bend the left knee and try to bring your left foot onto your right thigh. So coming into a version of thread the needle pose. And then again here with the strap, you could start to pull the strap to bring your right foot over your head, which is going to really bring that right knee in closer to the body. With the hips on your bolster, you might find you go farther than usual. And then we're going to switch sides. So we'll take the left foot back into the strap. Right foot is released down onto the left thigh. The knee bent and out to the side. And then any amount here, starting to pull the left foot over your head. And then we're going to release both feet, release the strap. We'll bring the feet back down to the floor, back into your supported bridge pose. And then push in the feet to remove the bolster, bringing the hips back down on the floor. And I'm going to push into the feet, pick up the hips, move them to the left, and set them down onto your outer right hips, just a little bit off center. And then pick your feet up off the floor, drawing your knees in, and see if you can slip your strap around both feet, knees still bent. So strap around both feet, knees drawn in toward the chest, and you're still on your outer right hip here. And I'm going to drop over to the right side, everything over to the right, right onto your outer right hip. And then you can straighten your knees with your strap here around your feet. You can even walk your right hand closer towards your feet, and maybe you don't even need your strap to grab a hold of the feet. So the feet are coming up somewhere toward the shoulders. And then the left shoulder now, I'm going to twist the upper body to the other side. Left shoulder drops down toward the floor, chest opens toward the ceiling. You're holding your strap in your right hand. And then to come out, we'll bend the knees and roll on back to center. You bring your feet to the floor to be able to find where center spine is. And then push in the feet, lift the hips, move them to the left, or sorry, to the right, and set them down on the left outer hip. Picking up both feet, drawing both knees in toward the chest and the strap around your feet. We're going to go all the way over to the left side. Knees bent, roll everything on the lower body toward the left, and then straighten the knees and walk your left hand down the strap towards your feet. You're just going to start to pull your feet in line with your shoulders. And then once you found that, the right shoulder drops down toward the floor, upper body twists to the right. And then we'll bend the knees, roll on back to center. Release your strap. And then work your way into Shavasana, temple corpse pose. Bring your awareness back to the breath. And also returning to the senses. Sensing the internal being and its place in the external world. And then as you're ready, slowly make your way up to a seated position. Hands together at the heart. Thank you for joining and for sharing your yoga practice. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Take care, and I will see you next week. Namaste.